live. We are going live once again. Oh shoot. We are live once again on where am I? YouTube. We're on YouTube. Yeah, man. And I did a video on Facebook for veteran support. It's a group I started in 2017, and I'm really proud of it. We have close to 10,000 members now, and the group just keeps getting better and better. So if you haven't joined our group or like or follow our page, I put the link to our page. You go there, and then you'll see how to go join the group. But yeah, we take it serious. When veterans reach out, we help them all we can, mostly with information, because I've been through about every VA program you can imagine, and then with all the other veterans on there, and especially contacts I've made. Every time I've gone to these programs, I made good contacts, and I'm talking about everything from buying a house, having connections with bankers and people that give loans for these houses. They're right there in veteran support. Um, Besides that, it's a buy sell group. We're in Melbourne, Florida, but the way I funded helping veterans was by selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't. You wouldn't believe how much. First of all, you wouldn't believe how much it costs to help people, homeless people. You go see them and you talk to them, and you just wouldn't believe. I mean, a lot of times, everybody's different. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. But if somebody really wants to help themselves, I could get them in a place called the domiciliary. You walk in this place, it's at the VA. They make a list of all your issues: homeless, sick, mental conditions, addictions, everything you can imagine. They make a list of it. And within a couple hours, you're going around getting taken care of. Within a couple of weeks, you're starting to feel good about yourself again. You're getting off the drugs and everything. Um, whatever your issue is, you're getting your health back because they're giving you physicals, they're taking care of your health, and they're making plans to help you get a job if you need it. They're making plans to help you with your claims. This is there for veterans, and I've been through the whole program. I went through it because I was addicted to opiates, and it got to the point where I really needed help. Man, I'll tell you what, it's the best thing ever happened to me. It really is, man. And it's right there. And very few veterans know about this place. So, and I've told so many, there's only been a few that took advantage of it. But when you offer somebody that information, then you see them go out and use it and change their life, it makes you feel real good. That's what we're about. We're also about making the group better for our members. And Facebook's actually coming out with some new things. They came out with a little video thing like TikTok, because TikTok's all the rage. So it's pretty cool now. You can make a little post. It's just like TikTok. It's like a 60-second video, but I'm going to use it to give out information in the group, what's going on. And what I like to do is I'm not worried about money, man. I'm not worried about it. I like helping other people. So if you want to come in here and learn how to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace, how to connect your group to Facebook Marketplace, and also 20 additional local buy-sell groups. Some of these groups have thousands of members, 20, 30,000. We're fighting to get to 10,000. And so when you sell something, guess what? It goes quick. And I know what to sell, what sells, what don't sell. I know all that stuff, man. And I tell people, hey, if you want to get into this is how you get started. You're gonna need a vehicle. You see something decent on the side of the road, let me call Eric. Eric, look what I found. Yeah, man, that's a nice piece of old wood furniture. You got options. You can work on it, paint it up a little bit, and make this, or you can sell it just like it is and make this. Um, old, just give you an example. Old igloo coolers you can get $10, $15 for. I used to drive around all day and just pick up stuff I find, and unbelievable. I go to garage sales, but I haven't done it in a while just because I don't need to do it, and I quit doing so much. I actually got sick. I was on my back a long time, had some, yeah, that's what it was. But I've done this before, and I could come right back to it and make money. I'm telling you, in these hard times, people are gonna be more thrifty, so they're gonna be using this kind of stuff more and more and more. Yeah, man. And then the way I make money too, another way I can make money is like a lot of people don't want to deal with people trying to sell stuff, so they call me Eric. I got this table I want to sell, so I'll do all the legwork, and I'll find out what price they want, and I'll just tack on 20, 30 bucks or something, as long as I'm not, I, dude, I'm telling you. And I wasn't even working hard. I was just driving around picking stuff up I find. Oh my goodness. Anyways, um, so I keep reminding our members. Another thing, see, Facebook doesn't like spam. So you get these people that come on there trying to do these little shady things to make money. It's a pain in the ass, but I try to keep the group as open as possible with as less restrictions as possible. But man, like today, there was 9 people that put those kind of things on there, and Facebook get mad, shut the whole thing down. They shut me down so many times. So I finally learned my lesson. Why go in there and make a post that's gonna piss off half of America, even if you're right? Why do it? Because all it's gonna do is Facebook's gonna come in there and shut it down. They got third party people to investigate shit. I fought with them heads and tails. It ain't you can't win. You can't win. So you might as well play along with their little game. You know what's up, and use their system to benefit you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I put some stuff in there, but my favorite thing to do now is take a picture of the actual news article and put it there, and I'll write a little comment that you can't take one way or the other too much, but people know what I mean. You understand what I'm saying? And they can't say nothing to that. But just come on. You'll see if you haven't been on veteran support before. Go there. Make it to the group. The group is where it's at. The group it's getting fun. Facebook made that TikTok thing. Then they made a thing where you can make a post and do a poll. They're trying to make it more. It's good. It's getting better, man. I like it. I like it. I used to spend most of my time on the page, and then that group it's like it's got a life of its own. It just keeps growing, and more people keep joining it. And if you do decide to come over, please, the way you can, I don't ask for money or nothing, but the way you can help me out is invite more people. Just invite your friends to join us. Check it out first, of course, and make sure you like it, and then you can pick the friends that you think will benefit. You don't have to be a veteran, but other things I do is help people that own a business or sell a product. You become a member, and then we have what I call a service section, and we have like 30, 40 businesses in there. It's free. You're advertising to all these people I just told you about, and the people that work it are making money. People that don't work it aren't, but it's so easy because what I do is I put you in the service section, and then you can write a post about what you do. That's not spam. Write a post about what you do, put some pictures in there, you know. Um, yeah, man, yeah, and I'll help you. I'll be glad to help you. My number is 321-306-7400. You'll see it all over the page in the group. You'll see how to contact me. I'm kind of hard to get in touch with sometimes. You got to call, leave me a message. You might call me 2 or 3 times, but I'll eventually pick up the phone, man. Yeah, other than that, so that's on on a personal level. If you didn't see the video, I don't think I put it on YouTube. I put it on Facebook, but it was funny. My wife, she's from the Philippines, and she got her citizenship last couple weeks ago. She got citizenship, and I was so proud of her. So I was making a live video, just kind of bragging about it. And I was getting a little, I was like, this. I'm proud because we did it the right way. All these people coming over illegally, I could have done the same damn thing and saved time and money and It's not easy, but I'll tell you what, it damn sure is worth it once you get through it. It really is. My wife, she's a great citizen. She got here, she went right to work, and she's a nurse, and she busts her ass. She's a good mom, but I'm really proud of her. But anyways, she hates live videos, and especially doing a video like that about herself. And I really didn't think about it too much, but right in the middle of the video, she comes home, and she's like, "Who are you talking to in there? What are you doing there?" I'm like, "Oh my God." Go watch it. It's hilarious. It's not staged. She wanted to. I ended up shutting the video down, but I finished it today, just letting everybody know how proud I am of her and everything. Wow, I tell you what. Now, there's a lot of my videos I talk about the conflicts and stuff. I feel like for a large time in my life, I was kind of like brainwashed in a way. I was really proud to serve my country. I was proud to be a veteran, but I never did a lot of in depth, study into these conflicts we've seen always find ourselves in the past, and certainly will be again in the future. Until when I got deployed to Iraq, and we spent years looking for WMDs, never found them. And that was the whole kind of reason they started that war. I mean, I think that's when it kind of like, oh, maybe it was just a mistake. But then since then, it seems like it's just been kind of one thing after another. And then when this war between who and who broke out, at first I was kind of like, of course, like everybody else, going in a certain direction. But then I started like researching the whole thing, and yeah, I'm not saying that the Ruskies are perfect, but we are just as much to blame, I feel like, for what's going on as they are. And I started doing a lot of history, and then what scares me is our government spends over $1 trillion a year on our military, and we had a president that warned us about the military industrial complex. So if you're continually spending $1 trillion a year, it's like they have to have these conflicts and the wars and stuff going on constantly so they can continue to spend that money, continue to make wealth and profits. And that's when we're finding ourselves in a situation right now that it's going to be hard. First of all, Europe's screwed. They're just screwed. Donald Trump made a meeting, back when he was president, and he was like, y'all are so stupid because you're totally 100% relying on Russian gas and fuel to survive. And they were all laughing at him. And I'll be darned, that's exactly what's happening right now. First of all, we're the ones that, if you don't know about the coup in 2014, we supported and put in a government we wanted. We've steadily been approaching on Russia's borders with NATO, and they've warned us for years and years. Okay, so there's a lot of Russian-speaking people in Ukraine, especially where Russia is now, on that the southeastern part of the country, Donbass and all that. And after 2014, what happened was they started the new government, which we put in, tried to like change the history and hide the history. They started actually contacting these Russians because they didn't want nothing to do with this new government. They wanted the legally elected government to stay in, not the one that we backed with the coup. And when we backed this coup, we funded a very far right-winged group of people. Starts with an N. Okay, that's all real. These are ruthless people, man. And they're the ones that created the chaos and killing and stuff to get this coup going. Well, if you listen to what Russia said at the very beginning of this operation, go back and listen. Don't listen to nothing our media says. Go back and listen to exactly what that man said. And that is exactly what they're doing right now. Okay, he does not want to take over all of Ukraine. But, that's not his mission. His mission is to stop the genocide of the. Of course, there's more to it than that. Of course, he wants the land, but we got to give him an excuse to go get it. That's exactly, and I'm sure there is a big part of his heart that cares about his people, and they're dying every day. They're still dying every day because Russia's got that whole eastern part now, but Ukraine's still firing missiles right in there to the cities, killing these. It's just terrible, man. And that war, let me tell you something. They just had Russia. If you want to trust anybody on the statistics and the numbers, Russia gives a daily military thing, and it turns out they're the most honest ones out of everybody. Because I follow a bunch of people that know people over there. Some of them reporters. They do these YouTube streams. So what I do is I follow like 5 or 6 guys, and they can be real up to date what's going on with the battles and everything. And it's just amazing the amount of money we're sending over there and how badly this is going for Ukraine and the West. I don't know what's going to happen in Europe when it gets cold. It's coming quick because they're not going to have fuel to get through the winter. And it's like we keep pushing them like we want war, but at the same time, they're trying to blame it all on who. And what he's saying is we're already fighting NATO in Ukraine. NATO's already there. Besides the equipment, there's hundreds and thousands of soldiers from all over the world that are, westernized or that are fighting against Russia. So it's basically I forgot the word they use, proxy wars, like a proxy war going on. And if you look into history, it's been the same thing. We get in these proxy wars, we fund them, we do this. We're in Syria right now. We're giving Russia a hard time about being in Ukraine. Well, why are we in Syria? We're in Syria right now, and we've taken over the whole section where all the food and oil comes through, starving Syrian people, and we're using allies that were once our moral enemies. And I'm talking about ISIS and groups like this. And before this war started, I started looking into this stuff. I didn't even know about that. I knew we were over there and something was going on. And now China. Why are we picking a fight with China? Why? Why are we picking a fight with China, man? I mean, it's just so stupid. And what we're doing is we're bringing China and Russia together. I think we thought that with these sanctions that Russia was just going to collapse. And then what we did, just like the Soviet Union, when the Soviet Union collapsed, then what we do is we go in there, we break it all up, we put in a bunch of corrupt people that are going to go in there and devastate the population and the infrastructure and the businesses, and they're going to rape these places. That's what we do. And then we get richer. That's how it happens, man. Basically, I'm not smart to sit here in detail, but it's basically that right there that's happening. So, that's exactly what we thought was going to happen to Russia with all these sanctions. We didn't realize that they've been planning for this for a long time. Since 2014, they've been planning on this. And it turns out that commodities like oil and food, stuff like that are very important, man. And when we kind of got out all that crap and got more into whatever we do with the money policy, fucking it's crazy. So, I just finally got my credit back good again. And I want to buy a house for my family and stuff, but it's just everything's so nutty out there right now. And with Europe, I won't want to be in Europe this winter, man. And we're just constantly egging, like we want a third world war. It's scary because when economies get really like the American dollar, all these countries are going and creating their own way to trade with each other, and they're going to ditch the U.S. dollar. And I'm afraid that we're not going to just let that happen because it would devastate us. And so I'm afraid we're going to go out there and pick more wars and stuff, man. I wish there was a way to get around it. I was in war, like I said, and I'm starting to see things. I almost feel like I've been reborn, like I know the truth now. It's crazy, but I love my country. I love the people I meet. There's so many good things, beautiful things about this country, man. But instead of spending $1 trillion on military, we could be fixing all of our problems and a lot of the rest of the world's issues. $1 trillion is a lot of money every year, man. I bet we could cut that budget where we just spend a quarter of that and still have a jam up military. I mean, and if we would do that, everybody else would. But anyways, whatever, man. It's gonna be a crazy couple months with elections coming up, and then all this other stuff. It's gonna be nutty. It sure is. So anyways, this is what I want to say about the current situation there. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, there was this big counteroffensive or some crap, and comes to turn out, I don't know what it was, but like in the beginning, what he said, they're not really interested in that region up there. They want to secure this certain area in Ukraine. So they pulled most of the guys out from this area up in the north and brought them back down to this area that they're more interested in. And we gave Ukraine notice that this was happening. So Ukraine just kind of drove in there like nothing and took it over. There wasn't even really a fight, but they made a big thing out of it because they need to keep people interested in sending money over there. We're sending them like $1 billion a month to Ukraine. So they got to try to keep people interested and think Ukraine's winning. Man, they're not winning. They are getting slaughtered by the 100,000s, man. You don't even hear about it on the news. It's crazy. Some of the stuff I've heard. You can find a lot of the information on Telegram. But all these YouTubers are going on there, just the way they're reporting things is just unbelievable. Russia's in no hurry. They know, like most of our enemies, the way to beat America is just chill out and take your time, because we don't have this. We want things immediately. We want to be satisfied fast. That's just the way our society is, man. Russia's going to be happy to sit over there and just grind away like they've been doing with their artillery and air superiority and their missiles. And that's one of the three things they said. They want to disband the army. They want to get rid of this far right place, and they want to secure their area. And that's all they're doing. That is what they're doing, exactly what they said. But we're over here like hyping it up like they're going to do a nuclear attack and all this. Man, that's not what they want. They want just what they said they want, which we kind of took away from them. So, and I'm not, the smartest guy in the world, but if I know this, a lot of people in our government must know about it, or they're just lunatics. And most Americans, they go to work and stuff and come home, and they might watch 10 minutes on the news and hear a bunch of propaganda. There's Americans out there that think Russia's getting their ass kicked. And they're not. It's the opposite direction. Um, Very soon. Anyways, I'm gonna get off that topic, but I just want to share that with you. What else was there? I don't know. I do about a video a month. I just wanted to share that about my wife. If you're not a member of Veteran Support, come join us, man, and you'll enjoy it. Just something to do. And I love you all. Take care. See if I can shut this thing down. There we go. In stream.